Diego Maradona, the god of Naples. Maradona, from the poor part of Buenos Aires, always had a soft spot in his heart for those less fortunate. This is why Naples was a perfect fit for him, because just like his home country, it was unorganized, impoverished, lots of organized crime, but they loved soccer. As he said on his first day as a player on the team, "I want to become the idol for the poor children of Naples, because they are like I was when I was in Buenos Aires." The love for Maradona in Naples was apparent at the start. Stated in Maradona's autobiography, there had been hunger strikes and people that chained themselves to the fence at San Paolo Stadium, begging me to come, as Napoli themselves had narrowly avoided relegation in the weeks before Maradona's signing. They needed him.
Ahí la tiene Maradona, lo marcan dos, pisa la pelota Maradona, arranca por la derecha el genio del fútbol mundial, y es el tercero a tocar para Borruchaga, siempre Maradona, genio, 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 ta, 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 ¡gol!
As Italy's industrial north and agricultural south had been at odds ever since the country was unified in 1871, Southerners were looked down upon as poor, lazy, uneducated, and unclean, and Northerners were thought to be greedy and snobby. This caused a lot of tension. When Maradona's team traveled to away matches up north, there would be monkey chants because of the skin color of Southern Italians. Juventus was the biggest representation of the industrial north, and was also the most successful club in Italy at the time. This is why Napoli crowd went insane when Maradona's team beat Juventus for the Scudetto in 1987, a win that allows the winning team a coat of arms on their jersey of the Italian flag. "For me, this title means a lot more than winning the World Cup," said Maradona. "And they didn't just love me in Naples, all of poor southern Italy loved me. I was their emblem." It seemed as though every household in Naples contained a photo of Maradona, and even thousands of babies at this time were named after him. The love for Maradona in Naples is so strong that there are even instances of consequences from people disrespecting his name. One story that regards this is in the 1986-87 season, a fishmonger's assistant was fired for a lack of respect for Maradona, as he refused to wear a Maradona shirt at work. The question, however, becomes, was Maradona a good role model? And the answer is no. His love for parties, nightclubs, and women would eventually be his downfall. Maradona's former driver had claimed that Maradona had slept with 8,000 women in Italy, despite having a long-term girlfriend. Maradona even was confirmed to have had a child with one of his mistresses, which he often refers to as a mistake. Maradona also had a very bad attendance record for training. He would show up late and even sometimes miss sessions because of his party life. In one instance in 1990, for the European Cup in Moscow, Maradona partied too hard the night before and refused to travel to Moscow with the rest of his teammates. However, when he finally sobered up, he hired a private jet and flew there himself. Maradona also had a serious cocaine addiction. On top of that, Maradona also allegedly had links to the Camorra, a mafia-type group. All this remained very hidden until the 1990-91 season, when everything would change. When Argentina played Italy in the World Cup in Naples, Maradona had been preying on the divisions between Italy's north and south to encourage many fans in San Paolo to support Argentina over their own country. Naples has always been marginalized by the rest of Italy. It's the city that suffers the most unfair racism, he said ahead of the match. This showing of support for Argentina in Italy was very worrisome for the rest of the country. This resulted in Maradona becoming a public hate figure throughout Italy. La Repubblica even ran a survey asking readers to choose the historical figure they despised most, and Maradona topped the poll by a landslide. Almost instantaneously, Maradona lost his political protection from the press, as he was charged with possession of cocaine and given a suspension and 5 million lire fine. On top of this, many stories of his relations with prostitutes and cocaine became public. And the final straw for Maradona was when he tested positive for cocaine after a Series A game against Barry, and he was given a 15-month playing ban. After Maradona realized that he no longer enjoyed immunity, he fled back to Argentina in the middle of the night. This was a very sad ending to the story, as he had given so much to Naples.